I wanted to do is just show Jeff Jarrett that he was a fake, a phony, and I was going to have fun doing it. He had ointment. He had a biofreeze or a red hot cream. When he blinded me, I really couldn't see where he was going to punch me. I really couldn't protect myself.
Jarrett said nobody's going to get hurt. I think he kind of lied.
He knew he wouldn't beat me. He knew I'd dominate him, so I think this whole thing was a setup. I give Jeff Jarrett credit. I've been on the other side of the ball before in my career and came up with some nasty tricks, but nothing this bad.
God, look at the blood flow from the head of Kurt Angle.
I promised I'd retire if I lost at Bound for Glory, and I didn't necessarily lose, but I didn't win. I'm just going to let the higher powers do the work, and hopefully, God willing, I get another chance at Jeff Jarrett.
It's finally time to determine who's next in line for a shot at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
The journey has been 11 years in the making.
Inside cradle, Anderson, he just got it!
Anderson, a new #1 contender.
Just happened to somehow slip one over on him.
After what I saw you achieve out here, you've got your match for the World Heavyweight title. You've got it tonight.
I knew they were coming, and I knew every single one of them was coming.
The Blueprint, Matt Morgan, just connected with the discus clothesline on the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy.
I give him a big assist tonight. That box score would read, save Morgan, assist Morgan.
If Matt Morgan is going to say that it was all him, we can sit down and watch the tape together.
Bischoff's going to put the period at the end of the sentence.
What? Mic check for Bischoff.
I would like to think Ken would give me his first title defense, absolutely.
I don't know, Matt just had back-to-back #1 contenderships handed to him. We'll see.
After the night that Immortals had here with all the titles, at the end of the day, they lost the most important crown of all, the World Championship.
I've been waiting for this for 11 years. This is not the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. This is a piece that Jeff Hardy drew. I could probably stick a crayon up my ass, squat over a piece of paper, and draw a better picture than this.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier today, our TNA cameras, they documented the arrival of Jeff Jarrett, and he was not alone. Yes, Mrs. Jarrett is here as well. Karen at the Impact Zone. Her former husband, Kurt Angle, also scheduled to be at Impact tonight. This could be uncomfortable.
That's putting it mildly, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the new TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Mr. Anderson.
History was made this past Sunday at Genesis when Mr. Anderson realized his dream by becoming TNA World Heavyweight Champion for the first time. And not only did Anderson win that incredibly physical and competitive #1 contenders match over the Blueprint Matt Morgan, but then just minutes later, Anderson prevailed over Jeff Hardy. Shockingly, Mr. Anderson wins the world title, that in spite of Immortal and Eric Bischoff trying to stack the deck against him.
And Mike, I would assume that TNA President Dixie Carter is ecstatic that the World Heavyweight Championship is no longer in possession of Immortal.
I busted my ass for 6.5 years on the independent scene. Busted my ass. Ate peanut butter jelly sandwiches, frickin' ramen noodles, so that I could secure a job with a major wrestling company. And I did. I achieved that dream. After 6.5 years, I achieved that dream. I got hired over there. And you know what? At first, I had a rocket ship up my ass. I beat 10 world champions in a very short period of time. I was destined to be the next world heavyweight champion. And then a little birdie got inside the boss's head, got inside the boss's ear and said, hey, I think Kenny might be a little too funny. I don't think he's ready for it. So everything that brought me to the dance, all this stuff that you see right here, I was told not to do. I was told how to walk, how to talk, how to frickin' dress. Hey, I was told that I couldn't even chew gum on the way to the rink, because that was too hokey. This is me. Fast forward to a phone call that I get from Eric Bischoff. Who said, you know what? I understand what you went through. I know what's in your mind. I know the potential that you have. You come here, we're going to take the training wheels off. We're going to let you be you. And Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan and Dixie Carter and Vince Russo allowed me to be the asshole that I am today. And oh, and by the way, this asshole just became the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm not saying I couldn't have done it without you guys, because I could. But I have to thank all you assholes. Yes, you too. There's one more asshole that I have to thank. So, if I may, will the Blueprint Matt Morgan please grace us with your presence?
What a unique set of circumstances it was on Sunday at Genesis. Even though Mr. Anderson defeated Matt Morgan in the #1 contenders match, it was the Blueprint who played an important role in enabling Anderson to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
I'll tell you, I know Matt Morgan a little bit, got to know him over the years, and I know for a fact that he's very disappointed that he didn't win that #1 contenders match at Genesis. It was a highly physical and competitive contest this past Sunday. But you know what? Mr. Anderson came out on top. He's the new champ.
You and I haven't always seen eye to eye. Obviously. But you stepped up when I needed you the most, when my chips were down. And for that, I say, thanks, pal.
The only reason that you're wearing that title around your waist right now, Ken,
It's not on my waist.
is because I let myself down this past Sunday at Genesis. And so for the last week, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, worrying about when's the next opportunity that I'll get a shot at that TNA title. So you know what? You respect me, I damn sure respect you, Ken. Coming out of Genesis, that's what happens after a long, hard-fought battle. Okay, I get that, I do. But one of the things that I know you damn sure respect about me is being a straight shooter, as I do you. And I'm here to tell you right now, whether you have the title, I don't care who has the title. It could be Jeff Hardy, it could be you, it could be anybody. I'm not taking my eyes off that prize. Because a lot like you, Ken, I've worked the last 9 years busting my ass, busting my hump in the gym, eating right, training, busting my tail to do whatever I can, to not just to be a good pro wrestler, hell no, to go down in history as the best giant in this business of all time. But without that title, I don't have that. I can't use that claim now, can I? So man to man, right now, I am coming for that title. 2011, the year of the blueprint, Ken. But you know something, Ken? This isn't about me coming out and making proclamations. This is your night. This is your party. These are your assholes. This is about you, Ken. Because after Genesis, I could say one thing is for sure. Congratulations, you've earned every ounce of that title. Hats off to you.
I like that. I personally like that out of Matt Morgan. His eye is on the proper prize. That's the TNA World Championship. And Anderson knows it's not his first barbecue. He realizes that when you're the top dog, you are hunted. People are coming for you. And Morgan basically just told Anderson that straight up.
Obviously, mutual respect between the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Anderson, and the Blueprint.
Alrighty.
What's this?
It's obviously Eric Bischoff, and he kind of got that power walk thing going on, and doesn't seem too happy. And
can you blame him?
No, I can't.
It was the greed of Eric Bischoff, an immortal, that haunted them. Not satisfied with achieving that goal of winning all the titles, they end up losing the most important championship there is.
Cut the music. Who in the hell do you think you are? You and your revisionist history, coming out here and telling all of these people, telling the world your backstory. No one gives a damn about your backstory, Kenny boy. The only thing that you got right is the fact that the only reason you are here is because of me, because of Hulk Hogan, and because of Ric Flair. Otherwise, you'd be picking up trash in Green Bay, just where you started. And you come out here and you try to convince all of these people that you actually accomplished something. The only thing you accomplish is putting a bullseye on your back. Because if you think for a second that Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Eric Bischoff are going to put up with you as a world heavyweight champion, you're out of your freaking mind. We're done with you. So mark this date on your calendar. February 3rd, 2011. It's a Thursday night. Impact's on. And two big things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get a rematch with Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy will get his world title back. And number two, Hulk Hogan's going to get out from underneath this legal bull that Dixie Carter and the Carter family have him dealing with, and he'll be back in control of this company. And then everything will be right with the world. And you can go back to being another wannabe. Done yet? Are you sure you don't have anything else for me to say? Are you sure you don't have anything else to say to me? Huh? You want to scream? You want to yell at me? Huh? You want to try to intimidate me?
At Genesis, you were not the better man. The family simply made a mistake. 3 weeks from now, that belt, my belt, will be back where it belongs, with the Antichrist.
Oh! What? It's RVD! Rob Van Dam interrupting Jeff Hardy talking about February 3rd, and that is quite an interruption.
Punched him right in his face, and